Hello my beautiful glamorous beings, welcome back to my channel. So this was my last set. Actually, if you watched that video, you know it's my first set in literal months. But it's time to do something with these, and so we're going to cut them down. Normally I'm a removal kind of gal, but today we're going to do a redesign and a fill. So I'm just showing you, I did lose this one nail. I tend to use the back of my index finger to brace myself for whatever, and sometimes even my ring finger. So those two are the ones that are most likely to be lost. It's just the pressure, right? It's the pressure. So what we're going to do now is just a quick cut down, and these are toenails. Toenail clippers that I've only ever, they're strictly for the channel. I don't cut my toenails with them. I don't cut my toenails, I file them down. When I cut my toenails, they tend to cut crazy, and I hate when they get down in the corners and cause me to get ingrown toenails that then I have to try to grow out and repair, and it hurts. So I just file them down. So if you struggle, maybe do that. I know trying to get them to grow out is horrible, but it's worth it if you can make it happen. I know some people can't. I'm not judging your toes. Okay, I got problems with my own nails. So now I need some of that color again, and it's not something I had. It's something I made. This is some mica powder that I use, that I love, that I used to make the last set. So we're just going to mix up a little bit more. Now I have already filed the edges of the nails to smooth them out and removed all the shiny on the top. And I thought I had actually got all of the, I'm loading the brush here. I thought I'd gotten all of the stamp that I put on top of all that gone, but on one of the nails you can see a couple of faint lines, but in the end I think it doesn't really, it's not in your face, and I don't notice it when I glance at my nails for whatever reason. If you have nails on, you know, you look at them sometimes, you know, especially when they're fresh. After you've had them a week or so, it's, I don't know, the new wears off, I guess. Whatever. Depends on the set. So I'm going to try to get through this without having a horrible tickly throat, guys. But let me be honest, I'm already feeling like that's not going to happen. So let's pour a little coffee while I paint on this gel that I made. Just like a polish almost. We're just going for color, because honestly, this is not strong enough. Once you add color to it, you lose a little strength from your gel. So we're going to top this with some builder. And I also did file down the apex and everything so that I could rebalance. These are like 3 weeks old, so I felt like a little bit of a rebalance might be in order. So there's that thinking right there. And plus, you need it to be a little thick so that when you come in with the French, it butts up right next to it and you just file the excess away. At least that's my process. If you have a different one, hit us with it in the comment section, because we're all learning here and we all want to learn from each other. So please share your techniques. And if you made a video about it, you know, like, tag us so that we can all come watch it, okay? And I know you can't tag all 750 of us, but you can tag Glam Tones and people can search. There you go. So here we are. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the builder gel moments, because there's, look at how pretty. I was going to show you the pinky as well, but I ended up floating out of frame because I find my pinkies to be the hardest nails to do. Which are your hardest? Let me know in the comment section below. So now I'm just painting that color on again, okay? There's not going to be any strength in this. We're just going to have the color. And if it gets a little out of control, that's fine, because I know that I did paint a tip on there, but we don't end up keeping that little bit of gel. I just needed it as a platform to work on. Trying to just put the color down and having that be the layer under, it just felt wrong. I just knew I needed a little builder gel there. And so, because we are ever so slightly extending that nail bed. And you'll see in the end that it comes out cute. I don't think I really translated it correctly in the video. I don't know, guys. You'll have to tell me. Hey, I'm still learning nails, still learning video editing, still learning everything is learning. And the second you think that you have nothing more to learn, you're kidding yourself. You always have something to learn. I just looked up at my TV. My eyes saw movement outside, and then I glanced at my TV, which is on YouTube right now. And if you know, you know, I'm a Marvel fanatic, although the last few movies have been a little lackluster. Jacob McCandles, sir, thank you. Here we go with the deep throat growl right now. He also saw movement outside. I used to also watch a thing called the Movie Trivia Schmodown. We're adding the glitter that would be missing from this nail. We're building this whole nail. So if you were going to build this set, you would just follow the directions from the index finger. But anyway, I used to watch a thing called the Schmodown, and one of the dudes that created the Schmodown is named Christian Harloff, and one of his childhood friends, Sam, who's a girl, by the way. If you go look for this, I don't want you to be surprised. Taking the sticky layer down. She's never watched Marvel, so he's rewatching all the Marvels with her. Guys, if you're a Marvel fan, let me recommend you go watch Christian and Sam watch the Marvel movies. It is delightful. You will really, really like it. And it's a great way to refresh yourself if you're gonna, go see a movie at the theater or something. Although I'm gonna say I haven't gone to the theater to see a Marvel movie since Infinity War. So there's that. Anyway, back to the nails. So I'm just fitting a form on so that we can build a little bit of a tip. And we're going to do colored Frenches. Although, let me tell you, two of the nails, the index finger and the pinky finger, they are what's called milky white in this, what is the brand? Vrenmal collection. But it's really kind of a pale yellow. And then I tried to bring in a green tone, but the green tone is so similar to, which is the ring finger, which is so similar to the milky white, you effectively can't tell the difference. So there you go. It's a bummer. But as you can see, the tip came out super nice. And because we spent the time to, and I'm sorry I didn't show you, it's hard for me to film my filing routine on using my non-dominant hand. I start to focus on what I'm doing. I drift closer to my face, and I'm not in frame. You'll be seeing part of my arm or something. So it sucks, and I'm going to get there. I always film just in case I do a good job, but this was not a good job this time. So there you go. This is the milky white color, and this is the only other French that I'm going to actually show you. There you go. I'm just not going to. I'm not even going to. That's it. You don't want to see every single French. Of course you don't. So I'm not going to show you. I don't know. It's just not any deeper than that. So I'm just coming in. Re-wet your brush when you need to. These colored gels of this particular brand, I have some that are a little less sticky, but I don't want to say they're super sticky. They're soft. So having a moist brush, you don't want it to be soaking wet, as you'll start to disintegrate your gel. But having a moist brush does facilitate these gels not getting inside your brush. And because I use an acrylic brush as opposed to a gel brush, it can get in my brush real easy if I'm not watching myself. So there you go. And as you can see, I do really release a lot of that alcohol from the brush on a on a pad of paper towel, but you know, things can still happen, right? You can maybe take too much off, or you can not take enough off. So it's practice, right? It's practice. That's all it is. No big deal. But I love working with polygel. I think that it, especially since I use an acrylic brush, I think it feels the most like doing acrylic. Because builder gel doesn't feel like that at all. So here we are. I did do the filing off camera. Honestly, I thought I had filmed it, but I can't find the footage. So maybe I'm fooling myself. Who knows? I'm gaslighting my own self about the footage. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I apologize. But I just did a set that the filing would be almost exactly the same on my other hand. So I will link that in the little situation up there, and then you can go check that one out. And then also I'll link the one that this set came from originally, because why not? There you go. We're just coming in. We added one big gem on the nail that has the least amount of glitter, and the rest are just going to get this little situation here where I put 3 gems in the corner of the nail. That's it. There's a lot of glitter. I didn't want to gem them all the way up, but I haven't worn gems in a long time, and I just felt like I wanted to. But if you know me, you know I can't keep gems on, and I've already lost 2. So, and I just finished this yesterday and then started the edit, and I'm doing the voiceover today on Tuesday, the day that you're going to watch this video, or the day the video goes up. I don't know your life. I don't know when you're going to see this. There's no judgment. And here goes my dog. Go on. Hey, away from the door and shut your mouth. Thank you, sir. He's so funny. Hey. Sorry, this got away from me. Here's the finished set. Jacob McCandles, look at mommy. That's enough. Thank you. Enough now. Somebody's next door. Anyway, these are the finished nails. Sorry about the intrusion. I think they came out super cute. I'm really happy about them. They're exactly what I envisioned in my head. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and we're going to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.